Hey guys, Rory here from Your Golf Travel. I'm at Golf Santa Ponsa. Now, this golf course opened for play in 1977 and it was very much designed with championship golf in mind. So I'm expecting spacious fairways, quick greens, tricky kind of hazards and obstacles to overcome on the way into and around the greens. And with championship golf in mind, it didn't do too badly. I started hosting the European Tour in 1988 and then hosted 6 European Tour events in the next decade. And it actually recently hosted the European Tour as recently as 2 weeks ago from when this video was filmed, the 2021 Mallorca Open. So yeah, championship golf, 8 handicap golfer, Stableford Challenge, 9 holes. How many points do you think I'm going to get? 18? 17? 19? 20? Whack your guesses in the comment section down below. Disappointing bogey start to the round there. On first, par 5 second. Hopefully I'll make up a shot here if I can get home in 2. Although with the wind, I'm not 100% sure I will. I think the dog leg round to the right is the way the hole goes. Wind off to the left now, which kind of helps just aiming it straight down the middle really, and if the wind pushes it right, not a big deal. As described, hopefully that's the right line. Yep, fairway. Guys, I've only got about 240 in, but I don't really know the course. I've seen my first time here. It looks like it gets pretty narrow up there. There's a water hazard running all the way up the right of the hole, and I think it cuts in front of the green as well, according to the map on the back of the scorecard. So I'm going to be boring. It's definitely within reach at 236. I'm going to be boring, sit an iron down there, try and leave myself a wedge in for my third. It's pretty perfect, bit thin, but straight up the middle, comfortably in play. Yep, and that's middle of the green, kind of 20 feet, happy with that. Didn't duff it in the water, so very happy. Right, birdie putt on the second. If this rolls in, it'll be a big 4-pointer. It'll be very welcome. Quite windy today, so I'm expecting the course to be fairly challenging. Definitely will be challenging if I putt like that. Five points to kick us off, so you know, looking all right. Been playing all right so far in Majorca, so anyone who's guessed less than 18 points, how dare you? To be fair, I probably would too. Right, caught that majorly fat off the tee. I'm going to stick with the 9-iron and try and bump it through this little bit of fairway onto that pin, which is tucked pretty close to the front. Give the 9-iron a chance to redeem itself. And got pretty lucky with that because definitely hit that too hard and it basically popped straight up in the air off this fluffy bit of fairway, which kind of took all the pace out of it. Got really lucky. So got about 4 feet left par. Let's see if I can roll this one in. Get in, come on. Decent start again, people. Right, 440 yard par 4, long one. dog leg right to left, wind off the right, which helps. So I can try and start this over the corner tree, carry the bunker and cut the hole down a little bit. But whatever I do with this tee shot, I'd imagine I'm going to have quite a long way in for my second. As well as I can hit that, and based on what I think the hole does, pretty sure that's perfect. So as I said, Santa Ponsa has hosted the European Tour on numerous occasions, and we're talking like big guns of European golf back in the day have been here. Bernard Langer, Seve Ballesteros, Jesper Parnevik, Lee Westwood, etc, etc. Kind of gives you some idea as to the quality of course and the quality of events that this place can attract. Speaking of quality, that's another fairway splitter. 142 yards left. Little high draw over the corner. Oh, I think I'm ready for my European Tour card. Out the middle, a little bit of push on the wind. So Santa Ponsa is basically situated on almost the very west hand side of the island of Mallorca, about 25-minute drive from Palma, which is where I'm based for the week. Obviously a great place to stay, do a bit of the city vibe, restaurants, going out, some nightlife if you fancy it, right in the marina where my hotel is. So lots of stuff going on there, and obviously within easy reach of lots of fantastic golf as well. This one's a little bit further removed than the likes of Son Quint, Son Vida and Son Montaner, which were kind of 10 to 15 minutes away from the hotel. So if you want to come out and play at Santa Ponsa, there's one golf course. This is the Santa Ponsa I course that I'm playing today, the European Tour host. There's also Santa Ponsa II, which you can get a game on as well. And there's obviously all the facilities that you might need here, driving range, putting practice facilities, clubhouse, all that sort of stuff. There are also more local hotel options if you want to be situated a little bit further away from the hustle and bustle of Palma. But in short, there are plenty of options when it comes to stay and play packages that you can whack Santa Ponsa in. So completely depending on what you fancy away from the golf course, I guess the world is your oyster. I have just hit a drive up the right hand side of this par 4. Got about 60-70 yards left in. So let's see if I can whack another one on the green and get out of here with another par. This is getting a bit monotonous now, isn't it guys? Par, par, par. What's happened to me? Right, 81 yards. 81 of the finest bush in the yard. Slightly elevated green. I'm just going to chuck a 56 in there. Good strike. Try and even get this one close, maybe get a little birdie out here. That's on it if it's the right yardage. Oh, that could be close, people. So when I was in Spain recently filming with Sophie Walker on the mainland Spain, that is, not Mallorca, here in the Balearic Islands, I found a little something with the wedges, kind of a little swing thought of trying to keep my hands a little bit further forward on the way through impact. Probably not doing that, that's just what I'm feeling. And yeah, it's kind of reaping rewards because some of this going on at the moment. Don't worry, I'll repair that in a second, but I feel so comfortable over this, I'm just going to nonch tap that in for a birdie, one-handed. There we go. As anyone who watches these videos will know, I've struggled massively throughout the years with wedges, whether it be thin bullets, duffs, massive misses high and right, pulls to the left. But yeah, something seems to have clicked, at least for the time being. So I'm kind of hoping this continues. It's a bit of a different game when driving it fairly well, like I have been doing for a decent stretch of golf now, a couple of years. And now actually that I'm getting to take advantage of those drives and hit wedges not only on the green, I know that sounds so defeatist, but the odd one pretty close like that as well is making it a lot of fun. Right, after making that tidy little birdie on the short par 4's fifth, I've tried to absolutely send one down the par 5 sixth, and I've ended up in the right hand semi, pretty decent drive, blind second. So I've done a bit of walking around, tried to find some yardage markers. I think I've got about 180 into the green, very reachable par 5 here on the 6th. So another good iron shot. We could be looking at back-to-back birdies here, people. It's a rip, but it's up the right, I think. So the guesswork was slightly out in terms of yardage. As I suspected, I definitely did go up the right slightly. Not too bad though. So I've just come up just short, almost pin high really. The yardage was fine, it's just the line. So pin, now kind of the holes are level with my head. Not a lot of green to work with here, so I think getting greedy and trying to make birdie from here and getting cheeky with the chip is probably a bit foolish, but let's see if I can chip it on there, at least, you know, leave myself 10-15 feet hopefully for birdie. And if I get it slightly wrong, you never know, I might hit it closer than that, but at least on the green here is a conservative thing to be aiming for, considering I could easily get cute and then leave myself with an up and down for par rather than birdie. Don't be fooled by the one-handed follow-through, guys. That was a class shot. Really, really good. Okay, it wasn't a class shot. It wasn't a class shot. But every now and again when you skank one, the golfing gods just smile down on you and it works out all fine anyway. So wind off the right, bit of a scab up the right, pushed it back, pitched, middle of the green, running out to about 15 feet for birdie. Lovely. Really don't miss very many of those casual flipped putter left-hand putts, do I? Kind of half considering actually putting like that from close range. Then I'd start missing them. Yeah, first poor drive of the day. I think you could call that stymied, so I think I'll be chipping out sideways. YouTube gold, people. So bad. This hole is not going to plan. Right guys, final hole of the front nine here at Santa Ponsa. Been really enjoyable golf course so far. Room off the tee. You have to go pretty badly wrong and in the wrong place to kind of start losing golf balls. Obviously I'm driving it pretty well today, so I could come back a different day and I could lose quite a lot of balls, but no, it is generous off the tee. And then the approaches into the greens is where you'll make your real score. There's been quite a few elevated greens. The last with that upturned saucer was particularly challenging, especially considering, you know, one of the worst wedge shots you could possibly hit. But yeah, no, been really enjoyable. Been quite a unique looking golf course as well as I spin around here on the 9th tee. I don't know what this stuff is. Is that bamboo? But how cool is that for a framed tee? Liking the look of that. And then the golf course is kind of isolated. There's a few developments going on, obviously villas and whatnot. It's very peaceful, it's very quiet. You've got the amazing hills and mountains and thick dense forest of the west coast of Mallorca surrounding the golf course. So it's a lovely place to play golf. It's a really good test of golf too, and one that I think could be enjoyed by all manner of golfers. From the back tees you can really push the length of the course out to about 7,200 yards, which is obviously where the guys on the European Tour would have played it a couple of weeks back. From the tees I'm playing at the moment, it's about 6,800 yards. So even the yellows requires some decent long hitting off the tee and then some good irons as well. But obviously, like most golf courses here in Mallorca and across Europe, there are other different tee positions as well, allowing higher handicappers or shorter hitters the chance to find their comfort zone and enjoy this awesome golf course as well. So currently sitting pretty on 18 points through 8 holes, so already hit the kind of handicap quota that we all aim for 9 holes. Shot hole, par 4, 420 yards here on the 9th. Can I bag a birdie to get to 22 points? A par gets me to 21, a bogey gets me to 20. I'll be happy with either of those things. But let's see how I get on this amazing par 4 to finish. That's better. Up the right, should be fine. Yep, near the cart path, I think. That's it, it's up. That is up, I think, maybe just snuck the front edge, but let's get up there and see how I got on. Right guys, about 18 feet up the hill for birdie on the last. Decent 8-iron in. Kind of called it right, I think I've hit 7-iron and kind of, like I said, got that jumper out of the semi with that wind. Been messing around in the back of that green, hidden cut at the back, so this is the sensible club. So we're going to roll and in for birdie to finish. There we have it guys, 4 for 3 to finish on 21 points through 9 here at Santa Ponsa. I think it's time to nip back to the hotel now.